Hi Capricorn, how's things? How are you? I'm Eriu and this is Eriu Tarot Readings, and you my lovelies. Ooh. As always, you're very welcome here to this Tuatha. This is your tribe. To my long-term subscribers, welcome back. It's great to have you guys back. And to my new followers, you're very welcome to this Tuatha. This is your tribe and we're all family here, okay? We all take care of each other here. So yes, much love, and thank you so much to all my Cappies that have just given me so much love. Like, so much. It just gets to me how lovely it all is, and how, you know, because I always say, like, it takes so much more effort to be negative than it does positive, but sometimes we don't always show positivity at times, and you guys just gave me love just because you wanted to. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Like, really and truly, thank you. I love that you're here with me every 2 weeks. I love that we have the chats and the comments when I can. Sometimes I don't always respond back because of doing loads of other things throughout the day and weeks and months and years. But I do read every single comment and I'm grateful for every single one. So, you know, I love that you guys have the chats as well. Should have the chats. Anyway, I'm talking too much. So, this is your bi-weekly reading for the 1st of July to the 16th of July 2017. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry. To check out your moon and rising sign, you don't know it, that's okay. Check out the link below and it will help you to calculate both, okay? Takes 2 minutes. Right, Cappies, I just feel like I'm ready for business here. Let's get going, you know? Feel like I'm in proper Cardinal Libra mode here. I'm like, right, let's go. And you're a Cardinal sign as well, so I know you're very much like that. Right, let's go. Let's go. And also, when I was shuffling for you prior to recording this, the Queen of Pentacles came out. So maybe some of you guys are feeling very much in your element lately, but in a very cool and calm way. Like you're really digging it. So let's check out what happens. And also, if you haven't done this already, pause this video. Go make yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, something stronger if you want, you know, why not? If it's the evening time, why not? And then sit back and relax and see how your next 2 weeks are going to pan out for you, okay? This is a 6-card spread for your general, and what we'll do for your love then is what I've been doing the previous bi-weeklies, which is pick 3 cards over them and we see how they intertwine into your general life, okay? Oh, look, you turned up. Yes, lovely. Alright, so the top row is the first week, the bottom row is the second week. So this is the 1st to the 8th, the 9th to the 16th, start, middle and ends of both weeks. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, Capricorn, so you're coming into this lovely energy of just being, well, I said to you about being in your element, but also just being kind of content with how life is going. I think for a few of you, it didn't feel that good at times, the last few weeks anyway. You felt like you were pushing, you felt like you were knocking on doors, trying to get in, trying to get your voice heard, and it just didn't feel like it was happening that much for you. But now, what's transpiring is that you're kind of getting back into your groove and you're not pushing. Do you know as well, it's like you're not knocking on all the doors anymore. You're just like, do you know what, if it comes to me, it comes to me. And I'm glad you've taken that approach, because as I said, you are a cardinal sign and you're well able for responsibility and getting things done in a great way, and delegation, and just kind of being the leader, the manager of things in general. So it's nice that this feels a hell of a lot calmer and cooler and content with me. The 6 of Cups. So Cups again is emotional energy. It's Scorpio. I was going to say Scorpio, Leo, Pisces. Wow. Thought we were getting that wrong. Scorpio, Pisces, and a beautiful Cancer. And this can be at times for me, which I think I may have said to you in the past, like, you got to stop and smell the roses. Double check your previous bi-weekly, because there was something about this 6 of Cups and I'm having a flashback of it being here. But it is kind of doing that, stop and smell the roses, and kind of giving back to yourself, nurturing yourself back to health in many ways. Because sometimes when we knock on all those doors, the stress of that is a bit too much, or the rejection of that, or not even the acknowledgement, when you don't even get an acknowledgement in something and you're trying desperately to get somewhere. It's like, oh, do you know, you drain your cups, but this is lovely. You're not draining your cups here. You're just like, do you know what, let it come to me, Life is easy breezy. I don't have anything major going on. There's not terrible things happening. There's no one really sick. I don't need to take care of this. Bills are okay. I'm, putting food on the table. It's all those little things as well. So it's very nice that you start off this week with this sort of acknowledgement. Okay, nice. Now, in the middle of the week, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. So what does this do, really? These two, what do? They fuel you. Sorry, some of you may be feeling this way because of a Pisces or a Cancer, Scorpio. Or someone that has watery energy in their chart. And I'm just seeing the triangle of the three here. So we've got Six of Cups, beautiful. Two of Cups, lovely. And the Lovers. So there's something going on. But I'll keep going until I'm told otherwise, okay? Capricorn, you have a little crush on someone. Oh my God, you do. You have a little crush on someone. You're not telling anyone. Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn. This is why you're all... Life is so good. Like, he's so nice and she's so nice. That's what it is. Oh, look at you staring at them as well. By the way, we're not gender specific ever here, but this is you over here, because look at how intense. You're just like, bing. It's like you're watching them when they don't even know that you're watching them. Like you're so delighted to be close. Anyway, sorry. Don't want to turn this into a full love reading because it's general, but if it goes that way, we have to do that. Let's keep going to the middle of your week, which is the Eight of Pentacles. So Eight of Pentacles, whatever this is helping you to get back to yourself. And that lesson of nurturing yourself is something that sometimes you have difficulty in. Like, you have difficulty letting go in that sense, Capricorn, to just be taken care of because you just do it yourself. All the cardinal signs do this though. All of them. Fellow Libra here, cardinal sign. I struggle as well to just not do things and to take care of myself until you're burnt out and you get sick and it's like, I need to take care of myself. Do you know, it's that kind of thing as well. But for you, this is kind of giving you an injection of life back into you. But also I feel like your focus is back now. And your determination is back, but it's quieter and it's calmer. Because now you don't have that aggression, or I say aggression is quite strong, but maybe you don't have that anger, like that fire, and almost like, not that there was a resentment, but you were just getting so freaking annoyed that nothing was going on, nothing was moving and shaking the way you wanted it to. But now you're kind of seeing the benefits of taking a step back, and that you can approach things from a different angle. It doesn't mean that you have to fully compromise how you do things, because you're not, because Eight of Pentacles is lovely, it's your suit, and it's about you accomplishing things and achieving things, but in a very diligent way, and giving of service to yourself of that way, and knowing that one of your greatest gifts is the ability to serve. Okay, and people underestimate what that means, to serve people, and not even in such a literal sense, but to be able to give your guidance and your help and your wisdom to people, and that in turn to help them grow. Like, that's beautiful service. Do you know what I mean? And I like it here because it's an 8. You're not quite finished. That's fine. And you're kind of getting recognition for what you're doing, but at the same time you're pushing out the noise. You're saying, that's fine. Look, I'm just going to keep working. Okay, I'm doing well. I keep getting well done. Let's keep seeing this in my head, the words well done. And well done too, because this makes a hell of a lot of difference and gives you way more balance in your life than maybe the previous approach was. Now, all of a sudden, the end of the week, then, it's like the Lovers pops up. Now, if we're going to keep this general, this can be that you're just kind of getting back in love with yourself. You're in love with both sides of yourself, both the masculine and feminine sides to you, okay? Which we all have, okay? Some people dispute that. That's fine, but I truly believe that we operate in both masculine and feminine realms. And this can be just getting back in love with you again, getting back in love with your life, and really seeing how this new approach is helping you to move forward. And as well, like the Lovers, it's union of people. It's people coming together, and it's larger larger groups of people as well. It's your community, and however small or big that might be, it could be 5 people, it could be 50 people, it could be 500 people. But it's feeling like as well that you're in love with the space that you're in, because there's love in you and there's love around you, and that just grows. Okay, so beautiful. Now if we're gonna go on the whole love thing here, I mean, some of you, do you know, let me just have a look here now. The Lovers is about cementing a partnership between 2 people who are willing to come together, who only have eyes for each other. I just want to be part of an us rather than I. But what's interesting in this to me is that this feels very new. There's such a fondness here. If this is love, because we got to check out your love, if there's a fondness between the 2, there's something about how you look at each other. Just how you look at each other speaks volumes. And I don't know if everyone else picks up on this, which I don't think they do. Which are quite discreet, Capricorn. You can be very discreet. But this, there's like a, there's an air between you. Maybe it is Gemini that's a possibility. It's coming up for you. There is this air. I feel like this person, if this is love, because I have to weave in between the 2 here. If this is love, it's like this person just gives you, it's like a breath of fresh air for you. And it feels easier than it ever has. Really. Really, this is something else. I don't want to fully delve into though, because you know what, normally I'd clarify fully, okay, but I don't want to, because I feel like this is a story that needs to unravel by itself, and that if I were to try and clarify this for you, the beauty of the unknown would be lost, and you'll be thinking about what I'm saying rather than thinking about and feeling the experience at hand, because this is really beautiful. And I would, as much as I'm a curious cat, I just don't want to ruin this for you. It just feels like it's over here by itself. It's so gorgeous. No, that feels a bit more sacred. I can't do that. Sorry, Capricorn. I'll clarify everything else if you need to, but I can't do it with this. I just can't. It's too pure. It's too pure. Something's going on. We'll try and figure it out in your love anyway when we actually do the cards for love. Right. So that's the end of that week, and that's a gorgeous note to end on. But also now, coming into your second week from the 9th to the 16th, what have we got? We've got the Devil, we've got the 2 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So you're really coming out on top here, Capricorn. Like, you're knocking it out in the park, but in a way that's, it's not like, you know, you're not even walking around strutting your stuff. You're just like, oh, getting it done. Bam, get it done. Bam, get it done. Yeah, I got this done. This is done. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And there's a level of energy there, but there's like this beautiful level of consistency and movement and waves within you that don't actually, you're not crashing with it, you know, you're not going full force and then you're crashing. You're creating this steady rhythm, like inner stability for yourself. And that's what's doing great for you. Now you've popped up here as a major arcana. So you've got 2 major arcanas, and interestingly enough, these 2 are actually connected in major ways. So in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, you have a beautiful divine energy up here with wings, almost angelic like, that has 2 people who are also both naked when they're turned inwards. And it's about, as I keep saying, oh my God, look, seeing each other, okay? It's about seeing that person, like, you know, warts and all, and accepting them and loving them in their entirety. So these 2 are very closely linked in their traditional Rider-Waite. Now it's a shame that I can't fully display that for you because this card's its illustration is different, but it's still a beautiful card, right? So we get what this all means. But you're coming in here as, well, I don't want to say you, it is your card though. Let me just see. Oh, it is you, sorry. Yeah. There's something about this union, or whoever is in your workspace or your environment outside of love. I know, because it's connected, right? Again, so bear with me. But it's like they... Why are you watching them on the sidelines? You're totally observing them here, Capricorn. But there's something about this union or moment of recognition between the two of you that has just got you, that makes you go... I just dropped some of my cards. Like that. It makes you kind of... struggling to get them off the ground there. Let's just have a look for safety's sake. That's alright. That makes you just kind of... Like, it's that moment of, yes, this is it. This is the connection I wanted to feel. And then it's like you fumble and you stumble and you fall backwards and you're trying to leave and you're going, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And everyone's like, you just fell on your arse, so you're right there. And you're like, no, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. And then you just exit and you just, like, legit, completely psych yourself out. Why, darling? Because this feels too real? This feels too much? You've been guarding yourself for quite some time. And then, you know, it doesn't, even though we guard ourselves, doesn't mean that we don't want this, but you do. But it's like you just, the feeling that is just, not that it's a foreign thing to you, it just is a bit overwhelming. Why is it? Let's see. Okay. I said you could be water sign or Gemini. This also could be a Leo or a Taurus or a Sag. Could be a Virgo actually as well. So why are you, what happens with you at the start of the second week that you're just like, oh, you're falling over yourself and well, the energy makes me drop my cards? What is that? Well, it's because this union or about to be union between two people, even like work-wise as well, do you know, the coming together, the bonding of the two individuals, it's all a bit much because you've got the Ace of Rods here and it's like, you get, and I know you feel that it's a new beginning and something new is going on here for you. And that's why you're like, oh my God, there's a severe level of attraction here, but it's under the radar. And I think that's what kind of moves you because it's not in your face. Therefore, you can't just handle it. You can't be like sassy and just be like, yeah, whatever, get rid of him, see ya, or her, or whoever. Because it's under the radar and it's creating waves within you, and that's what's, like I said, you had this beautiful vibrational stability to you, and then it's like, do you notice, like, you know, heart monitors where it's like it's stable, and then all of a sudden it starts to like peaking up and down and just kind of, you know, it's just erratic. Then it's like your inner balance is kind of getting lost because this person evokes this idea that something could come out of this, and not just anything, but something quite special could come out of this. And as well, that initial sexual attraction, sexual energy just kind of blows your mind a little bit because you're like, I never feel this way about anyone, but I feel it now. Oh God, I feel it now. Oh God, I feel it now. And it's because this person is very much kind of like you on the outside actually. But do you know what it is as well? It's their level of achievement freaks you out. Where they are in life, how they got there in life is freaking you out. Because you see them as quite high up. So this could be someone who's high up in your job, or if you're involved in, like, as I keep saying, anything else, communities, committees, projects, like teams, whatever. But this person is high up. They're very accomplished, and not that they're in a hierarchy, but they're so skilled at what they do that level of talent kind of makes you go, kind of makes you go a bit wobbly. And I think that's why you lose, excuse the expression, but you lose your shit because they just do that to you. It's like, oh my, you know, it's like if someone were to meet the Queen and it's like, oh my God, it's the Queen, you know, or, you know, could be anyone actually, anyone at all that you're like, oh my God, it's them. And you just kind of have a wobbly and you have a bit of a fanboy or fangirl moment. And the thing is that there's something quite nice about them as well, that they're quite giving in their own way. I think you're kind of similar. I do feel like you're kind of similar, and that's what's that's what's knocking you for 6 as well. It's like, how can they be this down to earth and this humble and modest when they've achieved so much and they do so much? Like, how can you? And but I also get that that's another part of the attraction. You're like, oh my god, they're so talented, they're so good at what they do, but at the same time they're so bloody lovely, and that's just, oh, that's like that's it, you know what I mean? Deal signed, done. So that's why you're throwing the old wobbly there, Capricorn. Oh, but like, don't I want to say don't fret, because like I can't tell you what to do, and when you're in the heat of the moment it's something else altogether. But try not to psych yourself out, is what I'm saying. And also to say that you're good enough. I feel like you're thinking that you're not good enough, and I feel like this is from past relationships with people, or even just encounters with people that have made you feel like you weren't good enough, even though you are more than good enough. Like, more than. It's just a shame that there were people that in our lives, or your lives in particular, that had to challenge that. Because this person comes to you and is like, hey, like, I just feel like you're outdoors. I feel like you're outside somewhere. It's like, do you know, summer nights and summer months when you can sit outside for longer and it's beautiful sunset, or the evening time and the air gets slightly cooler. What I feel like, I keep hearing a lot of noise and music in the background, but it's indoors. What I feel like, you're on the premises, but you're outside of that. So it's like a restaurant, or it's not even necessarily a nightclub. It's something a little bit more. Like, I keep hearing like South American music. And I keep seeing margaritas. Maybe it's just for me, that's wishful thinking right now, but that's what I keep hearing. I feel like you're in the smoking area, or you're in an area that's to the side that they end up bringing you to, or because they're like, do you want to go for a smoke? And you're like, yeah. I don't, even if somebody don't smoke, you're like, yeah, I'll go with you. And this is unraveling now. And this is where you're sitting, and it's smaller and it's darker and it's more intimate. And you can hear each other. This is the funny thing, it's like you can hear each other. And then there's this lovely, you feel a bit wobbly again. Just feel a little bit wobbly again. So what I'll say to you is, just be you. That sounds a bit like redundant almost. Just be you. But do, because the strength within you is greater than you know. And the beauty that you have on the inside and the outside, Capricorn, is so much more than you realise. Like, yeah, Capricorns take care of themselves. Both men and the women. And physically and stuff. But I mean, like, your inners, your insides, your inwards, all those little bits inside you. All those quiet bits you don't tell people about. Like, they're beautiful. They're gorgeous. And I think this person makes you feel vulnerable. I think they do. I think there's a vulnerability to it, and because it knocks you, it makes you feel vulnerable, and you're kind of shyer and quieter, and it's not how you are. You're reserved at times, yes. Do you hold your opinion at times? Yes. But you're so lovely. I can't stop saying that. You see, the Queen of Pentacles shows up here, and she's turning inwards. It's like you do want to show that greater side to yourself and show that you have something to give, but there's a fear there, and there's a shyness, and there's like a vulnerability, not wanting to give that side to you again because of how rocky it feels when it goes all belly up, which it did do in the past, didn't it? And you were hurt. Oh my lord, you were hurt. You were scratched on the inside, like you were just ripped to shreds. I have to be blunt, but that's how it was. And so you're trying to, I know you want to give it, but you just are very guarded. And if some of you aren't as guarded as before, that's great, because you've progressed quite a bit and you've like learned a lot about yourself, which is good. But for others, so I feel like there's a huge wall, there's a huge guard, and you're just like, go on, go ahead, try and break down my wall. Like, just go for it. Oh, I'm gonna love watching you try. But then this person is breaking down the wall without even trying, and that is scary. That freaks you out. That freaks you out. But do channel your Queen of Pentacles energy. She's here. Show yourself a bit more. Show yourself. Show your sweetness. Show you how you care. Show the level of comfort that you can give to someone and making them feel comfortable in their skin, which is also a gift. You know? I just think if this is here, then you deserve it. It doesn't feel, this feels all new, like, I'm not saying you guys are, I don't even feel like you guys will even kiss this 2 weeks. There's no kissing. There's no, this was a moment. And then that's being explored down here. Oh my God, I don't even really want to do your love life because I think I have it. This is really more so about love, isn't it? Like, if it is more about love, that's fine, because what the cards are saying are, in that sense then, that you don't need to get guidance for other areas of your life as such, because you're doing okay. But this here is to tell you that, you know, it's great that you're working as hard as you are, but let someone float in just a little bit. I feel like these 3 next love cards are just going to be so quick. I'm just like, I'm done. I feel like I'm done, but I also feel like I owe it to you to give you 3. Oh, 7 of Rods in the world. Not yet, thank you. We just need 3. So for couples and singles, we'll do... Oh, hello. You wanted to show... Oh, hello, you wanted to show up. Okay, so they meant it. All right, they were serious about showing up. Okay, respectable, that's fine. Right, now let's have a look. Now for couples, very nice in some ways. I feel like you're finally starting to give back to yourself a little bit more and be at the center of your own world a little bit more, which doesn't, what I said about the trouble of giving back to yourself, like deciding that you should give back to yourself, but back to yourself in a really productive way, in a way that feels good to you. And I get in love, I think it's a case that you're taking the step forward to dive into the love world that you don't normally dive into. Like, I feel like you're stepping into this, man. Okay, do you know what? I'll go for it. I'll just see what happens. And I know that there's a bit of reluctance here as well to want to display any sexual interest or emit any sexual energy, because you're like, that's not how I roll. But there's something lovely about this. See, this is here. I always equate this to the rods, and when I see it in a love reading, it's about loving yourself, but also deciding that, you know what, I have something to give in love and I want to give that to someone, and taking that step into in like a community. So some of you may be online dating. I keep getting POF. You know, it could be any of those, POF, Tinder, Bumble, whatever, but it's like you're stepping into community, but you're putting the limelight on yourself, and there's people around you that are looking at you. They are looking at you and they're going, okay. So that even level of criticism from them, even though you don't know them, is a bit scary to you, which I get. But, you know, that's also because of your past issues with love, or things that have happened to you in love. And also you're kind of, you're being pulled between what happened in the past and wanting to give love a chance now. But I see you more leaning so towards giving love a chance because you decide to step into your own world in that sense. In your love world, in your love life, which is cool. Now for couples, this is kind of the same thing, that you're kind of putting yourself first and foremost. Some of you, I feel, have had difficulties in the past with your previous partner or the partner you're with now. It was all beautiful, it was all roses, it was a bit though rose tinted, and maybe you brushed away the red flags a little bit. When you're looking back now, you're going, oh Jesus, I shouldn't have done that at all. I should have taken heed of the red flags. So what you're doing is going, okay, do you know what? That's grand. Yeah, okay, I'm in this relationship, but I'm taking care of myself first. Okay? I'm not just going to be of service to you and you can take care of, or you can take my kindness for granted. Like, absolutely not. You need to know that there's a line, you won't cross it. And it's like you're almost, this is for some of you obviously, but it's almost like you're trying to teach them a lesson. Be like, right now, what's it going to be like when I'm not around? You're going to get a taste. I just feel you just being like, you're going to get a taste of what it's like to not have me around. Yeah. And you won't even say that to them though. This is inside of you. And you're like, no. See how you do without me. See how I like them. Won't text them for 2 weeks. See how they're going to like it. They'll keep texting me. I won't text them. You know, it's this thing. Obviously as well, with some couples, you're having a really good time. You've gotten past your own insecurity issues, and then I think even body issues as well. You're getting past things, but you're making sure that you're taken care of first, which is nice. Okay. Now the middle card is the 7 of Rods. So there were things that you had to battle, and I feel like for some of you as well, it is about being body conscious and image, self-image as well, or feeling that there's a part of your body in particular that is like, this word is in my head and I keep saying it in my head. I don't believe this to be true, but this is what's pushing forward. It's like some of you feel like there's a part of your body that is slightly grotesque. That's a very strong word. Didn't really want to put that out there, but I feel like some of you feel that way about parts of you, and you don't want to show yourself, or you didn't want to show yourself, and this is one of the reasons as well why you held back on love. Kind of like body dysmorphia, like, or like eating disorders, but like definitely body dysmorphia in some sense. Either that you feel like you may feel you're too overweight, or you're too underweight even. You're like, who could learn to love this? And then, you know, because I feel so overweight, I feel so much, and then the other side of it is like, but I don't have the physique. This sounds very odd. Sorry guys, this is how it's rolling. I don't have the physique. I don't have, or I don't have, feel like I have the womanly curves. Like, I'm really athletic. I'm really, you know, for a lot of you, I feel like you just kind of feel like I just don't feel sexy, pretty much. And this is about battling these things that we have, and images of ourselves that we have. Now, it's not like you don't work away at it. Absolutely. You're like, Jesus, I had so many sweets the other day. Gotta go for a cycle. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I had so much cake the other day. Gotta go for a run. It's that kind of thing. But I need to tell you that the person that's coming in your general life doesn't see that in you. I feel like you're overcoming a lot of these things, though. I feel like you are, which is great, but you need to know that they don't see that in you. The stuff that they see in you, the stuff that you see in yourself, is not necessarily how they perceive you to be. And they just like you, you know, just you, the package of you. They like that. They want to get to know that a bit more and understand that a bit more. What I'll say to you is, try not to battle yourself too much, Capricorn. Excuse me, and know your self-worth that you keep working away at, which is great, but just there has to be a level of acceptance for you as well. Now, for 7 of Rods for couples, so there's a lot of things that you guys had to battle in love. It could have been other people, many other women, or many other men, depending on who your partner was and their sexual preference. I feel like you felt like you had to battle against them constantly. If it's not this one texting, it's this one, it's this one, it's this one, it's this, and you're just like, I'm done, I'm fighting back, get lost, you're not part of this, and you are kind of winning this battle, but I'm not, by no means was it easy. You had to put the work in. Both of you had to put the work in. And now there's a calmer, I think now there's, your other half knows your strengths and knows what you will and won't put up with. And that kind, do you know what? It kind of scares them a little bit, Capricorn. That level of where you'll go, what you'll reach, what you'll do for your loved one, kind of scares them. And they care for you and love you, but at the same time, a little bit scared of you. Just a little bit like, well, you know, don't do that. No, they won't do that. They won't like that. You've got to be careful with them. Be very careful. That's what it's like. Just be very careful. And yeah, but there's the battle of that as well. But it's more so you overcoming the battle, which is cool, okay? Nice. Because you've put yourself to the forefront. You've taken your one and you're like, in normal traditional tarot it would be wands. But here's rods. So you've taken your rod and you've not only taken it, put it in front of you, being like, this is me. You're like, I'm going to fight with this rod. You better back off. You better leave my man or my woman alone. I'm telling you now, get lost, right? So you do. You've got that in you. Great. I actually kind of love that though. But I think it's more of a case that, not saying that people fighting over each other, but it's more like knowing that someone will fight for you and fight for your relationship and fight for love, to love you. I think that's a gorgeous thing. And your last card here then is the High Priestess. So beautiful major arcana. So you've got major arcanas floating in and out of this spread, all right? Just to go back really quickly and say 7 of Rods, because of the heart of this reading, know that you will feel there are things about yourself that you'll have to battle over the next 2 weeks. Be it self-image and body image, be it how people just perceive you in general, your self-worth, it's stuff like that. Past issues with people that have enhanced these uncertainties within you about yourself. It's all here, but you're coming out on top, okay? And what I need to tell you as well is you don't always have to fight so hard. You don't, trust me. Sometimes you don't have to. Anyway, go back to the High Priestess. She's beautiful, beautiful, full-on intuition. She delivers a message that we can feel, we can't see. She's the darker side of the moon. She gives us a better perspective as well on things. She allows us to come out of our head. She enters into our body and she says, what do you feel? Does this feel good? Is this right for you? Without overthinking, with overanalyzing. So I think that this new love that's coming in for some of you is allowing you to tap into yourself a lot more now and just to trust your instincts. And be like, do you know what? Oh, I saw the red flags before. I know what that's like. I know what I want, what I don't want. So I get it now. Do you know what it's about? Trusting in yourself. And trust that your judgment is good and it's solid. Because by doing that, you're adding to your own Queen of Pentacle energy. These two work beautiful together. You know, and there's so much guidance from her. The Queen of Pentacles will take that on. So allow her to come in and say, look, you need to work on your intuition a bit more. So I'm here to help you at the end of this. And that this union between the lovers and the High Priestess is something very different. And that's why you feel out of sorts. That's why it feels funny. And that's why it shakes you. I hear it. I feel it. I get it. I do. But it's also this, whatever this new person, whoever they are, this new relationship is, it's there to only enhance you. Okay, I got to tell you that. You become bigger and brighter in yourself. Now for couples, it's about your inner knowing of the other person. Also knowing yourself, but also knowing them. And it's a case that sometimes with unions, when I said sometimes there are no words, sometimes there aren't any words, but it's knowing them so well that you just, they just look or they move a certain way and you know what they need. And then you take care of that because Queen of Pentacles here. You know, you fulfill your role very much so, taking care of and giving service to people. And that kind of enhances the relationship because sometimes people struggle with saying how they feel about something, whereas it could be something as simple as a touch. You know, just your hand on their back and just giving that reassurance through vibrations. And that's what she does as well. Showing that your intuition can help you even more so sometimes than communication can. Well, it is communication, but it's on a deeper level. And for couples, I think that solidifies the foundation of your relationship, which is really nice. I'm so sorry, Capricorn. I just chatted away there for ages. How long is this video? Jesus. Sorry, but we got into it there, didn't we? Yeah, cool. Well, my lovelies, this has been your bi-weekly reading for July the 1st to July the 16th, 2017. If you dig what I do, as always, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Remember, as I said, I always read every single comment and I'm grateful for every single one. And also for you guys to look out for yourselves as well, with each other. So write comments and talk to each other in the dialogue section. That's what it's there for. Create the dialogue because we're all family here and we all need to take care of each other. Isn't that right? Yeah. If you need extra guidance in your love life or your general life, I'm your gal. My email address is below and you can email me directly where I'll send you my price list and my service list. Capricorn, I think the words for this, to sum up this reading, would just be roll with it. Just roll with it. And see how the next 2 weeks are going to go for you. I think they're going to go quite well. Just don't get in your own way. And remember, you're very special, you're very unique, and you're very, very much deserve all the good that comes to you. Have a beautiful 2 weeks, my darlings, and I will see you the last 2 weeks of July. You take care. Bye bye.